Council to Mission Control. Notifying Central MCP. We have lost contact.
Shit. Vanessa, what time is it? Oh, fuck. Late again. I gotta do it, man.
Zoom into the fuming of an aggravated breed via the study of post-adolescent agitated seeds. Half the patients waste themselves prior to commencement, so I focus on the urban oxygen samples that half that made it breathe. This old Pompeii impression sways infection in 12 steps or less, and Cretans swiftly tipping toeing hard to swallow barter concepts. They give it, get it, never let itself pass for our stubbornness. Martyrs talk money causes in a harvesting Spartacus and so on. I throw long Hail Mary bombs toward cookie cutter Mother Nature's bedazzled synthetic fabric. Life treats the peasants like they tried to fuck his woman while he slept inside, while they're merely chasing perfectionist emblems. When the clock strikes 9, I'll be waking with the best of the routine caffeine team players for the cycle of it. Under a dusted angel harp string, Big Brother is watching my odometer like Buzzard the Fallen Elk, talking stealth. We got babies, rubber stamps, and briefcase parts. We on some door-to-door now, order $10 or more, we'll shove it down your throat for free. I sacrifice my inborn tendencies for copper pennies from one commander, give me that, so we can retain baby fat. Megabyter, snake bedlam, Holocaust, freak, heckle, shiesty, brain, headroom, shake planet. Make a move, pause, make a move, break cannon. Bend barrel, 180, U-turn, squeeze, end it. It's on like it's never been. It's bleeding well, bigger than a bread box. It corrodes my leaky finance. I take my seat atop the Brooklyn Bridge with a Coke and a bag of chips to watch 1,000 lemmings plummet just because the first one slipped. Sometimes I laugh at victory, kissing these little question marks. I tend to underestimate my average. Just another bastard savage. Someday you'll all eat out of my cold hand, cause every dog has its day, at which point I pull it away. Now we, the American working population, hate the fact that 8 hours a day is wasted on chasing the dream of someone that isn't us. We may not hate our jobs, but we hate jobs in general that don't have to do with fighting our own causes. We, the American working population, hate the 9 to 5 day in, day out, but we'd rather be supporting ourselves by being paid to perfect the pastimes that we have harbored based solely on the fact that it makes us smile if it sounds dope. It's the year of the silkworm. Everything I built burned yesterday. Let's display the purpose that these stilts serve. Elevate the spreading of the silk germ. Trying to weave a web, but all I believe in is dead. Brother, it's the year of the jackal. Saddle up on high horse. My torch force Polaris embarrassed. Shackle up the hassle by the doom and legend marriage. I bought some new sneakers, I just hope my legacy matches. It's the year of the land shark. Dry as sand, parched damn. Get these men some water. They're out there being slaughtered in meaningless wars, so you don't have to bother and can sit and soak the idiot box trying to fuck their daughters. Man, it's the year of the orphan. Seated adjacent to the fireflies, circling the torches on your porches, trying to guard the fortress of a king they've never seen or met, but all are trained to murder at the first sign of a threat. Baby, it's the year of the water bug. Cockroach, utter thug specimen. They respawn from dreaming of your next of kin. I'm still dealing with this mess I'm in. I've been the object of your ridicule. You've been a bitch, lieutenant. God, it's the year of the underpaid employee, spitting 40 plus a week and trying to rape Earth in my off time. You bored dizzy, I can't keep myself busy enough so you can run, and I'ma let you think you won. Everybody, we the American working population, hate the fact that 8 hours a day is wasted on chasing the dream of someone that isn't us. And we may not hate our jobs, but we hate jobs in general that don't have to do with fighting our own causes. We the American working population hate the 9 to 5 day in, day out, but we'd rather be supporting ourselves by being paid to perfect the pastimes that we have harbored based solely on the fact that it makes us smile if it sounds dope. Fumble out of bed and stumble to the kitchen, pour myself a cup of ambition and yawn and stretching. My life is a mess, and if I never make it home today, God bless it. Fumble out of bed and I stumble to the kitchen, pour myself a cup of ambition and yawn and stretching. My life is a mess, and if I never make it home today, God bless.
Hi, welcome back to industry news. Without further ado, let's get into it. The biggest mice news for the month is easily Logitech showing some signs of life, with the G Pro Superlight 2 DeX. You're seeing this right, that is an Ergo GPX, with lots of images leaked already. As it is still a leak, information is still limited, but according to a leaked Taobao listing, it has 8K polling, and will most likely be announced on the 17th of September, according to the rules of their highly questionable aimmag challenge that's disappointed many figures in the scene. Overall, we look forward to the release and hope that it can improve Logitech's rep around esports. And speaking of their rep, they also had to drop a whole separate press release to tell the market that they really aren't going to make subscription mice. Something Logitech's CEO hinted at a recent podcast with The Verge would cause immense backlash. To quote them, the idea was merely a provocative internal thinking on future possibilities for more sustainable consumer electronics, which over here we might call a bad idea. After a couple months of Pulsar seemingly slowing down releases, they're back with a vengeance, announcing a full refresh of their entire lineup, a new G703 inspired shape with the X3, and most interestingly, the Feynman, their magnesium shape. Using X-Lite size 1.5 dimensions, the mouse comes in at 46 grams despite the huge holes, with KO opticals and a charging dock. All of the mice here use their XS1 sensor, which is based on the 3950. And you think they're done? Not so fast. They've also announced the upcoming mice X2F and X2M, with the F being a shorter fingertip shape and the M being a wider shape with a middle hump, both coming in 2025. There's also plans on what they call Pulsar by You, their custom service that lets you fully customize a mouse, down to the switch, encoder, battery size and color. They're still using their existing shapes, and according to JQ, a full mouse comes in at only $140, which is quite impressive. And lastly, their Pulsar Lab mouse, a mouse that they're currently developing with the community, with the goal of being the lightest mass-produced fingertip shape, using what they call a carbon fiber alloy composite shell, coming in 2025. Interesting stuff. Huge leak from Taobao, with listings for a seemingly Razer Viper VV Wired and a Razer Viper Mini VV Pro. Of course, these are very early leaks with no information on the details, but if anything, the prices do check out. Now, into the quickfire round. One more thing from Pulsar, 8K dongles will soon be available for their mice. G-Wolves with some behind-the-scenes news on their production, citing deformation problems with their shells for the HTR and HTS2. Both have now been solved. Not sure how this is surprising, but people have figured out that bloody mice have recall scripts as part of the mouse. This has been the case for more than a decade, but if you didn't know, now you do. Not only is Logitech showing some signs of life, SteelSeries seems to be cooking up a Sensei Pro Mini with this leak on Taobao. A better look at the Lamsu Inca shows that it really is a Sawi ZA clone. Another company spawning in, HitScan with a Hyperlight. In a teaser video, they claim a 39-gram shape with support for 8K polling. Highground, the lifestyle brand, is teasing some upcoming mice, which have a pretty cool design and seemingly a one-piece collab. ATK back with the Blazing Sky set of 1, this time making an Ergo shape, with wired and wireless 8K polling at 57 grams, Nordic MCU, their so-called 5950 Ultra, which is just a firmware swap, and Omron opticals. Prices start at $46 for the Ultra and $42 for the Max that just uses the same sensor without the firmware swap. M-Chose with the M7, seemingly a Sawi U2 clone. $33.95, Realtek MCU, support for 8K wired and wireless coming in at 55 grams. Again, very competitively priced around $30, with a slightly cheaper regular version with no 8K wired and a smaller battery. And lastly, Downward Shock with the M3 Pro, $39.50, Nordic MCU, 4K wired and 8K wireless support, 52 grams. And now, onto mousepads. Not much for the month other than Skypad, now Warhack, dropping a collab with Miku. They might have just made the first good anime pad. Pulsar with the Superglide V2, impressively thin for a glass pad at 1.5mm, and Pulsar claims that it is faster than the previous Superglide. Let's just hope that it doesn't warp in shipping. Now, keyboards. Pulsar continues to expand as much as possible with their upcoming Xport MS, featuring 8K polling, their version of SnapTap, which they call QuickTap. Don't get too excited, however. According to Tom's Hardware, the keyboard is using KO Hush switches, which are just regular linears. Don't worry though, the Pulsar Hall Effect keyboard is coming with the ES70HG TKL, which is not actually a TKL, but it features Rayshaw Hall Effect switches, an LCD display and knob for plug-and-play features, and also has 8K polling and QuickTap. Solid specs, but we would say that it looks a little Red Dragon inspired. Somehow, Pulsar has more than one Hall Effect board, with the PC MK2 HP 60% and TKL. This time the TKL is an actual TKL. Claimed specs are the same with 8K polling and QuickTap. Looks a little nicer too. Speaking of Hall Effect boards, Avatar is back with the Polar 75 Pro, 75%, 1kHz, and of course, it also has nodes. The whole nose thing is already kinda over though, with Valve banning SOCD. From their blog post, they claim that recent hardware features have blurred the line between manual input and automation, and therefore they have drawn a clear line and have added SOCD detection, and players found using them will be kicked. Somehow this means they also removed jump throw mines from the game, which made some pros very mad. The Hall Effect market is still seeing a lot of movement, with Gatoran making more moves, announcing new Hall Effect switches with a fake announcement post. What's more real are the low-profile J switches seen in this video. Lastly, not an actual release, but Wooting uploaded a factory tour on their ADHD modules, which is quite cool. For the miscellaneous news, the big piece of news is the Asus PG27AQDP, 480Hz, 1440p OLED, available at $1,000, which is surprisingly low considering the specs. And that's all the news for August 2024. Hi, welcome back to the record books, and let's start off with Maddie with another month of dominance, beginning with a 198 on 1 War 5 targets possible, a monstrous lead over second place by almost 12 points. Then, a 239 on 1 War 5 targets possible reload. Unsurprisingly, another insane gap, leading by 18 hits over second place and an unsinkable 32 hits over third place. Then, he got a few records on the new Voltaic AimLab Season 3 benches. A 4070 on the Shift Track Advanced, a 4277 on Third Track Advanced, and a 708 on Pop Shot Advanced. Next, Physicals back on aim trainers with a 3686 on 360 static TS, which unfortunately has no font. And somehow that's everything. We couldn't believe it ourselves and asked around, but it seems that the scene is just not big on aim trainers for the month. Hopefully, people start playing the game again soon. And that's all the records for August 2024. Links to all files are in the description. Check them out.